What is up, Heisters? It is I, Almir, No News Listo, back at it yet again for one of those epic payday streams where I just try heisting and carrying the team, yet have no news to share. I know the great and powerful DC. I see you in chat. I'm prepared to cackle like the Joker when he says there's no news. Hee hee hee. Bro, you can cackle all the way to the bank, great and powerful DC. Of course, I want to share news. Not yet. The time will come, Heisters. We are working on stuff, all right? We will get there. Lore XP in the YouTube chat saying, we love you. Thank you so much, Lore XP. Right back at you, broski. Krabby Gangster in the chat! Let's go! No news again? Yeah, bro, no news again. We will have news, not today. It's better I just pull it off as a band-aid, right? At the beginning of stream, rather than, keep you thinking. The great and powerful DC says, ah, ah! I don't know if that's how the Joker laughs in your head canon, but that's how I sounded. Nat Steele in the Twitch chat. How are you doing, everyone? Almir, please, no more silence. Give us news today. Trust me, bro. I am working on it together with the team, okay? We will share more news soon. Jeeberman says, pray for the payday god. Indeed. Let's pray to the dear payday god in the sky. In the big vault in the sky. Higgy0110 says, oh, I got the rest of my payday merch in, so I have to retake the picture with everything. Looking forward to seeing that, Higgy. Let's go. Nuclear223 says, hello, Almir. I was supposed to play Almir, but I seem to be having a problem. What? You were supposed to play Almir? What the frick? Moomin in the chat. Hello, Almir. How was your Easter? Did you eat at least one egg? Bro, I ate 6 eggs, and I think Neo ate 3. That's what's up. That's what's up. Of course, he also has to celebrate. I'm not a big Easter guy. However, I like traditions. I'm just not big on all of them. You know what I mean? We need stuff, says Odin Kobold. I know, dude. I also need stuff. The news is no news, says Hungry Crayon 11. Indeed. The great and powerful DC says Krabby Gangsters prepare to make another Karma Far post as we speak, I bet. Krabby, should I give you some content? Maybe something like this. Is that good? We love Neo, says B-Lives. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Neo loves you too. Atomic Dominic with a highlighted message saying, if I had a medic bag for every time I've gifted someone Payday 3, I'd have 3 medic bags, which is more than I'm supposed to carry, but I'm a rule breaker. You love a good humble brag. That is indeed a good humble brag. You have brought 3 new Payday gang members into the crew. You love to see it. Thank you so much for your support, Atomic Dominic. Truly, thank you. Humongous Terminator Daddy says, I read some of the public financial statements that Starbreeze released, and it seems positive for Payday moving forward. Like, I felt relieved when I read it, so I'll take that for now. Yeah, I mean, Starbreeze, Overkill, Payday, everything is possible with a community like this. The Payday community is, I would argue, one of the best and probably the best community in the world. And that's thanks to all of you showing up, sharing your love and hate, mind you, and critique for the game. But we all need to hear both in order to improve, don't we? Yamanu1 says, give them a cheater tag. What the frick? Nuclear says, I was supposed to type Almir, but I wrote it wrong, and then I was supposed to correct myself saying I was supposed to type Almir, but it seems to be having a problem with typing. Indeed. Almir, if you do skill rework, please add skill that will allow run and shoot like in Payday 2 and play like Doom, says Urban Zone 03. Thank you for the feedback, dude. And Odin Kobold agrees with you, saying yes, that would be very great. Someone called Frost yells at the top of their lungs, Almir! How you doing, Frost? Stay frosty, eh? Mommy Milkers says, some things are better left unsaid, like your nickname. Sometimes, but not now. All right. Almir is literally the best. Thank you so much, the great and powerful DC. Smokin says, reputation 11 limit like in Payday 2 would be the best. Cheers. Zach Downsley in the YouTube chat says, hey, Almir, I know you might not know the answer, but can't you buy the Hardcore Henry pack anymore? No, you cannot. Zach, usually when it comes to licensed collaborations, there is a date that you have to put in the agreement where the deal stops. And you can either choose to, update the contract and continue sharing that content, or you stop. And unfortunately, in the case of Jimmy, Scarface, John Wick, we stopped. However, I think it's important to say, while you cannot buy them, you still retain them if you bought them, right? We didn't take it back from you. If you bought it, you keep it. Smokin says, love you, Almir. Hope Neo is doing great. Neo is indeed doing good. Thank you so much. He is enjoying spring almost as much as I am. Hachiko, one of our Swedish heisters, says in Swedish, mind you, vad är din uppfattning om hur det känns för Adde? Har han blivit varm i kläderna ännu? And will you invite him to a stream in the future like you did with the former? Yeah, absolutely. I absolutely want to invite Adde, or Adolf as he is named, our new CEO. I will absolutely invite him. I mean, I will invite him to stream if you, chat, would like to see him here. So my question to you, chat, is would you like Adolf to join me, the new CEO of Starbreeze? Would you like me to invite him briefly for a little chit chat, a little thingamagoo, a little? Moomin says, of course we'd like to see him. Jesters here says yes. Nuclear using that caps lock key, saying obviously we would. Jeeberman says, Almir, can you tell us what took you guys so long for an update? Absolutely. However, I will not share that today. We will share that in an upcoming post, I believe, why you all have had to wait for such a long time. Yamanu1 says, hope you will have a good stream, Almir. We'll love you. I'm already having a great stream, Yamanu. It's always a pleasure being here with the Payday gang. Dr. Amir says, Almir, please bring back the song I Will Give You My All 2017. Literally boosts the adrenaline to play more missions. While I can't bring it back, I can sing it briefly for you. I will give you my all, pretty baby. I won't hesitate. How about that? I will give you the best of me, the best of me, the best of me. Beppy's gang in the chat, you boosted my mood with that banger of a song. I will give you my... Max Devil says, Almir, bring back a Lesso Heist to Payday 3. No thank you. We will tell you why in the coming weeks, 6 months later. Jill_B_6, my dear friend in the YouTube chat. You will not have to wait 6 months for an update or more news. In fact, you will have to wait much, much shorter. But I'll keep you posted, yeah? Smokin says, I would give you my all 2025 Almir dub. Let's frickin' go. Indeed, dude. Maybe I should reach out to Simon and have him do one with me. Tony said in the YouTube chat, saying, yo, Pepsi, why not Coca-Cola? Dude, Pepsi is where it's at, Tony, my dear friend. Hope you are well, mean. TX Terror says, I know this is a bit off topic, but what would you say your favorite Halo game is? First one. it set the tone. It did everything it set out to do and more. I mean, Halo 1 is. I will say I have not played every Halo game, but Halo 1, it's the bomb. Halo 2, also good mirror playing, absolutely. You know, they released the first game, it was a banger, and they went like, yo, let's make this better. But Halo 1 absolutely had something. The only diss I will give Halo 1 is at the end game, it became incredibly repetitive with the level design in the, you know, the corridors with the sponge shit and all of that. But yeah, great game all overall. And that song track is to die for, that main menu. Oh, oh, oh. Yeah, you know what I mean. MG David 1989 says, hello dear Almir. Every week talk to us, no news today, and we will get news. And every week and stream you say is no news will come soon every week. Destroy the good hope that we get good news. We are waiting all so long for good news. Finally go and say the dev team it's finally time for good news. Thank you for your comment, MG David 1989. Indeed, I have been like a broken record for the past few months saying, no news, no news, no news. But trust me, whenever I leave the streaming room and I talk to the crew, they know, okay, we are trying to make things happen. We will make things happen. You will get a new heist. You will get more content. Just hold on a little bit longer, yeah? Alfred K in the chat with the funny comment, is this the Oblivion remaster announcement stream? Have you seen the meme, Alfred, with the two Indians who are looking for tracks? And one of them goes, a Western game dev has been here. And the other one says, how do you know? And he says, 120 gigabytes. Almir, can you guys release the next update for my birthday? It's this Sunday, but you can get it out on Monday. That's fine. Aw, Moomin, I wish we could push the release out this weekend for you, but I do believe you will have to wait a little bit longer. Oh yeah, OG Oblivion used to be 7 gig or something. Yeah, I know, right? And what I'm wondering with this remaster, and what I would be fearful for in the future for any Payday remaster, like a Payday the Heist remaster and so on, is that I feel that with a lot of studios out there, my perception is this, they don't tend to take remasters seriously, okay? The whole idea of a remaster for a video game is that it's supposed to be greater than the original. Am I right? It's supposed to improve and amplify whatever you enjoyed with the original, right? Whether it's improved graphics, movement, less bugs, you name it, right? HD resolution and all that stuff. And I can name several examples of remasters that flopped completely, right? But I don't think I have to do it to you. Queen Jessie Love, how are you doing, darling? Hello, Almir. I hope you're having a good day. I'm always here enjoying your streams, and I want to say thank you for trying your best and not giving up on Payday 3. Thank you so much, Queen Jessie. That is a very sweet comment. Thank you so much. Giberman says, Almir, could you tell us why there is no news for the recent Steam sale, no matter on Steam DC or whatever on Twitter? That's a good question, Giberman. I'll have to check in with Peter Twitterman. How about we jump into one of those Payday 3 heists. How about we do that, fam? I saw iDubbbz's Content Cop, the latest one, and I used to be a big fan of his original content, but my lord. I do not approve. Damien says, Almir, for my birthday, can you delay the update by 1 hour? Sure, I'll do that. Hunger Crayon 11 says, this isn't Notoriety. No, it's actually Payday 3 or Notoriety 2, whichever way you want to call it. Almir, have you fixed Payday the Heist yet, or more specifically, has Sebastian fixed it? No. Yeah, man, it's rough being a Payday fan right now, says Smokin'. I hear you, bro, but a better day will come. Don't worry about it. Bazik says, only what should I do? I bought the latest DLCs and I can't use the new masks. Will it be fixed? I certainly hope so. If it's the same issue I've been complaining to our publisher and to our dev team for the past 9 months, 10 months, then I hope it will be resolved. Based Almir says the great and powerful DC. Thank you, dude. It was absolutely terrible. Indeed it was. Indeed it was. Nuclear, where the frick is the invite? Alpha K says, I haven't watched iDubbbz or H3 for years. Used to really like them back in the day. I mean, I am still to this day very good friends with both Ethan and Hila. You all know we supported them back in 2014 when they were sued by another YouTuber. It was the first of its kind, and we reached out to them. I reached out to them saying, hey, I'm a big fan of your content. This lawsuit is bullshit. We'd love to support you guys by adding you to the game. You can then argue how that content has matured over the years. Either way, the original intent was solid. DC says, you know, it's bad when game devs are calling a terrible video. But I mean, it was a terrible video. And especially, you know, DC, I'm a brand director, right? I think about brands all the time. And Content Cop, to me, is a brand that is holy, right? The OG Content Cops were solid. And I don't know what happened to the past decade, but whatever the frick I saw 2 days ago was not it. Dude. Communication 101 in the chat saying, Almir, can we get Bodhi pool repair services anytime soon? You mean, can you get counterfeit as a heist? In Payday 3, you mean? I do like me some. Yo, Yamano with that Elizabeth mask. You love to see it. What a humble brag indeed. It looks really dope. And especially with like the shadow on you. That looks cool. You look sassy. Of course, we're going with the loud boy. Sorry for that. Yamano one in the Twitch chat as well. Tainted Tally Gang, rise up indeed. That is a delicacy, that mask. Bazik says, Almir, thank you for your reply. My pleasure, broski. George Lochori says, any news on when you're planning to announce more details about the offline mode? I do believe we will touch on that topic in the coming weeks. George, I cannot share anything with you today, unfortunately, but the dev team is aware. It has been a talking point and something obviously extremely important for us to discuss, work out, and communicate to you all. So I won't say anything. I will let the developers speak for themselves when they are ready to announce what the plan is. Okay? Kizu says, please do not say coming weeks. Do not. That is worse than any other phrase. Kizu, will it help you if I say... in the coming hours, but I mean in like 4,000 hours.
It's still loading, I think.
It is indeed still loading. Is it loading for you, Nuclear? Is that what we're waiting for?
No, I finished. Everyone else has finished loading except you.
Meredith K. Pseudonym says, I'm glad to see you come back to noted highbrow robbery game, Disbursement, the Appropriation. Thank you so much, Meredith K. Pseudonym. I do believe I nailed that in the first go. Disbursement, the Appropriation. That is indeed a great heist franchise. Wait, that's a half a year. Yeah, but it was just an example. I don't know how long 4,000 hours is. CU5, right? Is that 167 days? Holy shit. That is not news, mind you, okay? That is just an example for me to prove a point. Yeah, sure, says Kizu. Let's clip you for Reddit. Reddit, I swear to God, Reddit, if you clip that as news, you have been a naughty Reddit, okay? I have no news to share today, 4,000 hours or otherwise. Smokin says, Almir, can you tell us if Armor 2.0 is still going to be like what was shown in the previous blog post, or has it changed since then? Smokin, I am happy to say that it does look like Armor 2.0 is going to look very, very similar to what has been shared previously. We have showed and shared Armor 2.0 to partners, Starbreeze partners, as well as Starbreeze volunteers. And the general feedback has been very positive. However, of course, the real feedback will be when it hits live with you in the Payday community. Nuclear, is the heist we're playing today you robbing us of our time? Because I am stuck on this getting ready screen for I don't know how long. How about you look... me drinking Pepsi while we wait. Yeah. But are you in game? Yeah. That's fantastic. Need to wait a bit for the Nebula servers to heat up. God damn, Enex! I almost spilled my Pepsi. Or Beppis, I mean, sorry for that. That is a burn. That is today's... Can I pin that shit? Hold up. That is too fucking funny. Sorry, I cursed, but that is hilarious. I love that comment. Sorry. There's an expression in Swedish that goes... let's see so I don't misspeak. Bränt barn skyr elden. Burnt child, I know it sounds brutal. Burnt child avoids the fire, it means. But I read a graffiti walking my dog the other day that said, a burnt child leans into the fire. And that's the story of my life. So I love a good burn. And Chick Bunky says Almir just got toasted. It looks like... Can I join you? No, I can't jump into your game, can I? What the... Can you invite me to your party? Sewerage Rodent. What the frick? With the first time chat, mind you. Hi, Almir. Hoping you had a good Easter. Thank you so much, dude. I was just saying earlier in the stream that I don't care much for Easter. Like, no offense to anyone who celebrates. It's just not a big holiday or a tradition for me. But I did indeed eat some eggs, and I did indeed think about the Pope and Jesus and all of that. Can you invite me again? Sorry, I didn't have the time to click. Hope you had a good Easter, you too. Sewerage Rodent, aren't you? You work together with those turtles? Teenage Mutant Ninja. Your name's Shredder? Or what's his name? The rat. It's not Shredder, that's the enemy. What's the rat name? What's the rat sensei? What's his name? Chat! Master Splinter, bro. Thank you, Chick Bunky. What the frick? How could I... Splinter. Master Splinter, alright? Only his family calls him Splinter. The rest of us call him Master Splinter, okay? Sach Dowsley says, Almir, did you just swear? I don't think so. That would be criminal, and I don't roll like that. Okay, let's see if it works this time. Shredder is the enemy. Indeed, they miss him. Almir, where's that Sanger's character pack you promised me? Hold up. Did I forget about this? Bookish Boar 11. Was I to send you one? Or what are we talking about here? Maybe those Easter eggs went to my head. I have no memory of what we spoke of. Almir, are you a yogurt male? What? Ballslover 45, what are you on about? What's a yogurt male? Yogurt male. MG David 1989 says, Del Armel, do we have a little chance to get good news before this month is going to end? I certainly hope so, MG David 1989. But again, I have no news to share today. Hopefully I will Thursday. We will see. We will see. Angie Sire in the chat saying, I recently introduced my friend into Payday 3. He was talking about it, all the issues at first, but he definitely quieted down after a while and is playing nonstop. Really? That is awesome, dude. Really happy to hear that. Obviously, it's such an incredibly unfortunate thing with Payday 3 that we had such a shit show of a launch, because what it did is that it negatively, to this day, impacts anyone who would like to give Payday 3 a go, right? Because you go from the get-go, you go, isn't this the game where that guy said that the servers would work and they didn't? You know what I mean? So already we're starting from a minus. So it just goes to show that when you actually boot up Payday 3 and give it a chance, you can actually have quite a good time with it, eh? No way, it's Robert Banks indeed. Hank Shredder in the chat. Chat. Walter White in Payday 3 when? That is a good question. We have to cook. Jesse! We have to cook. The Elite says, have you ever thought about making a mission about an assassination like the Hitman series style? We've definitely thought of it. We've also thought of doing a collab with Hitman, but it never materialized. We will see what the future holds, however. Bonk111 in the chat saying, good day, Almir and viewers. Didn't I just switch it up? I did indeed. Why did my Twitch chat freeze? I'm just gonna go around and do thumbs up to everyone I meet. Love your shirt, sir. Love your pants, sir. Love the way you... Whoop, I don't need ammo. Love the way you write that. You're talking to yourself. Love that for you. I love the posture check. Love that for you. I don't know what you're looking at. Looks like you're looking at the... Thank you. I don't know what it was, but yeah. Maybe you're looking at... Whoa. Neither of you are looking at... I mean, one of these should be watching something, right? Thanks. Damienson with a loud message. We should rename that. Frick highlighted message. It's a loud message now. Almir, this stealth Boras, we demand loud and gunfire. I have to. I mean, when you tell it like that, I just have to blow shit up, right? Whoa, do you see how that bounced from that pillar? Amazing. Sorry, I didn't mean to hurt anyone who was not, what happens if I push the button? They should refresh Petty Twitter account to see if Petty Twitter man's got some news for them. Hasty Lad says, when will Payday 3 be unique and awesome like Payday 2? It's a good question, but I take that as a super compliment to Payday 2. You know, the game that I worked on the past decade. Captain High Road says, could we get the jacket gloves to put on others? Maybe. Smoking says, Almir Loudboy Listo. I think if I would have been a prize fighter, my nickname would definitely be Loudboy, because I would grunt while I would be fighting. You know, like tennis players when they hit a ball and they go, ugh, ugh. That's me every punch I throw.
Sorry, because you're outside.
Hazard1119992222 with a highlighted message saying, "Hey mate, not in for long, no news. Also sorry about the fact my question for you has been clipped a bunch. Don't worry about it, dude. I'm happy to answer any question you might have, except the most intimate, private ones. We can take that off stream. But anyway, no news today. Hopefully I have news for Thursday, but we will see then. Okay." We will make sure to let you know as soon as we have anything cool to share. That's just the sound of me getting out of bed and my poor back, says Meredith. I think you need to check that out, Meredith. No offense. This news better be big. Redux. Define big without using the words O, I, or L. Like big, says Dirty and NS. Yeah, but what do you mean, big? What the we still have these?
It's like the thing where you have to stand up holding your coin in the air to get a better signal.
Oh, Nuclear, you are so low, bro. I can barely hear you. Large, substantial, meaty, says call sign Axel. Axel, you can't just
settings.
Answer. What do you mean by big with another synonym? I love this. Look at that go.
Is this better?
Humongous what? Alfred showing his online age by sharing a 15-year-old meme, aka Humongous. I can't even remember what the meme was about. It was the guy
said too loud.
talking to a lady who was flipping out in Seattle, right? Something by the sun, says Almir. Period. I firmly believe that we're getting the same amount of content in year 2, like Matt said. We're just in the 6 months where nothing happens again. Just kidding.
How did I...
I'm in the... I entered the stream today not realizing that the Payday community would have a 9-menu dinner set menu dish serving for me. These guys are serving me toast after toast. I will leave this stream feeling full to my belly with the chat is on fire today, Alfred, indeed. Angie Desire says, I hope in the next heist there will be hacking squares. What the frick? Yeah,
Is he? Am
scared
I
you,
louder
didn't
or
I?
quieter?
Setting up a sentry gun. Interesting.
I changed the volume. I don't know if I'm louder or quieter.
Dude, you are as loud or as quiet as you were before. I don't know what's up with that.
I don't know. Alright, let's...
And I don't... Is it the... Will I fix it by...
Oh.
Yeah, let's listen to Shade a little bit. Why the frick not? First time I hear Shade's voice
I don't know.
this year, I think. Vrag _ Visigo _ community says Mio is gone. Can we bring Jules back? Absolutely freaking lootly not. Next question. Dosty says, bro, what the heck? What? Zach Dowsley says, hey Almir, when will you guys make an OnlyFans account? What the frick? Andreas joked with me when I started streaming on my own channel, Almir Gaming. That he said that he was just waiting for me to create a channel on OnlyFans called Almir Fricking. Let's not do that.
Okay, now I don't.
Almir, Higgy wants attention given to them. What, did I miss Higgy's post? I usually just ignore Nuclear, but... oh, did I say that out loud? I'm sorry, I'm kidding, Nuclear. Can you chill? You're always so defensive, it's unbelievable, man. What the frick? only Payday fan. I have a meme like this. Gizu says, Almir, do you have any insight with the pictures in the windows? They look like they have some potential fun stories behind them. So the windows you speak of are these ones. Just so chat understands what we're on about.
I know.
You're talking about these people? These are all, as far as I know, developers. Some who have left the studio, some who still are here. I can't see. I do believe that is Nico. That is also Nico, I think. But yeah, people are looking down, going like, "What the frick? Oh my God, they're robbing banks!" It's just a quick way to cardboard cutouts thereof. Exactly, they do indeed look like cardboard cutouts. Wow, that shotgun is pretty good. No, it's not. It's just because I'm using it, it deals more damage. But it is kind of shit, unfortunately. And I've been complaining that I feel the shotguns are freaking weak in Payday 3. How should I say? The weapon itself, the way it feels, the weight of it, the reaction when I shoot with it is great. It's 10 out of 10, right? It feels powerful. But the damage is, you know, it's nothing. It's because the folded stock's not folded. Yeah, but either way, like, I bring a shotgun, I should just make things pop. You know what I mean? Just that some shotguns should pop more than others. But
How did I throw it over the
see what I did there? Kizu says, I really appreciate seeing it when I first noticed it. It's one of the few notes that I feel very soulful in Payday 3. You know what? I totally agree. It looks like shit. I mean, you can obviously see it's not a 3D model, right? But that would cost too much, I think, on the game's performance if all of those windows were filled with 3D models. However, I do agree it adds soul to the game. It adds the feeling that there, you know, is that we're doing. You know what I mean? Crasben10 says, what difficulty is this? Because it seems very easy. It is indeed easy. It is very hard, dude. Smokin says, I really appreciate the buff shotguns got, though. Yeah, but I'd like some more. That was beautiful.
Like oxygen.
Shut him in his butt. Let's go. Chat wasting no time today, says Gidget the Goblin. Welcome back. Almir, do you use voice meter? What the frick is voice meter? Sumiko88 says, this weapon got the Almir buff because the man himself is using his 50% damage, but also 100% minus accuracy. Thank you very much, everybody. Goodbye. So anyway, we were watching at this painting here of what seems like half of Manhattan. I'm not sure. Beautiful. Get your ass back here, Almir. What the frick, Damien? You knew I was still here? Oh my god. I mean, the brain on this guy. He is a mastermind. Almira, says Dosti, why devs not collating with molders who make mods to make the game better? Holy shit. Good question. Why do the developers not collaborate with mod makers in order to improve the game? That is a good question, friend. I definitely hope we will revisit the topic of mods and Payday 3 in the future, but I have no additional comment as of now. Also, I do believe I never got around to saying it. This one. But rest in peace, Val Kilmer, one of the actors, one of the main leads in the movie Heat, one of the, or the main inspiration of the Payday series. Amazing movie, directed by Michael Mann, Val Kilmer, Al Pacino, Robert De Niro, etc. Chat, if you haven't seen Heat, and especially if you haven't seen Heat in a long time, you need to get on that, alright? Oh, what do you want? It's because she's got a great ass! And your head's stuck all up in it! You remember that scene? Beautiful scene, I love that. Sorry for the yelling, but when you do Al Pacino in that movie, you gotta yell it. Out loud. I apologize. Chris, Eyes, Batman, Shirley's indeed Meredith, amazing actor. Oh, I remember it, great scene. Yeah, I know, right? It's a great scene. From what I understand, Al Pacino was drugged out of his mind that entire movie on cocaine. That's also what he is doing it the way he does it. But as far as I know, he's a method actor, and his character that he portrays in that movie, Hannah, is an addict. Hazard says, going to West Africa in a few months. Any offline by then? I have no clue, dude. What are you doing in West Africa? It's oddly specific, you won't mention this. F. King says, on today's news, we have no news, and Almir's yelling for stream. Well done. Well, I mean, I wasn't yelling for yelling's sake. I was showing you, I was sharing a memorable scene from the movie Heat, which, in order to convey the weight of the scene, you have to yell like Pacino does. You know what I mean? Robert Banks says Almir's acting is another level. Takes one to know one. Champ, thank you so much, Robert Banks. Kizu says, has the topic of AI been discussed internally? I understand you can't communicate any updates, but I just hope the team is aware that AI fumbling about issues are top one issue for lower difficulty. Great point. Definitely something that is on the team's radar. Nothing I have news to share on today, but I absolutely hope we would cover that in the near future. Oh, shoot! Yeah, I need to try this game before the sale is gone. Absolutely, bro. Get on that.
I don't know why that's set to 60.
The cat says, did you hear that Heat 2's script is apparently almost done? I did not realize they were actually making a second Heat movie, the cat. Is it true? And the question is, will it hold up? I wonder. You know what I mean? Because I believe part of the reason why Michael Mann succeeded with Heat originally was because Heat wasn't actually Heat, right? Heat was a movie that replicated an existing TV movie script that Michael Mann had already done. Heat was then the remake of that movie, featuring, you know, Pacino, De Niro, and the rest of the gang. So you could almost say he did an early access version of the movie by doing a TV film that was like, what, 1 hour long or something?
They're coming in 30 seconds. Get ready.
Sragius says, speaking of techie, if heisters kill too many civs, the game could punish you by techie deploying and rolling out a SWAT turret tank. Holy shit, indeed. That would be a cool penalty.
Am I allowed?
I see the
I
chopper.
still don't know.
Didn't that work? Who's shooting at me? Min skjutare, den fungerar inte! Play Crime Boss next stream, says Drucifer710. Buddy.
Oh, Dozer.
Moomin says if a Payday movie TV series actually happens, I hope Almir gets a role in it. Maybe I'd get one of those Raspberry Awards. Isn't that the worst actor award? Cat says, I honestly don't think it'll be nearly as good as the original Heat, but here's to hoping. Hey. Indeed, here's to hoping. Obviously, I want it to succeed. I want it to be great, but it is such a difficult film to follow up.
Of 1 to 10, how loud am I? Or quiet? Hey. So I think it's on Almir's end.
Smoking says they're playing that sweet Oblivion music on that reveal stream. Oh shit! It's getting revealed today. Maybe they're playing Harvest Dawn. I have to say, Oblivion and Skyrim might have 2 of the top 10 worldwide, all-time best soundtracks in video games. Yay or nay, chat? Do you agree? Top 10, all right. So there is still room for your other trash suggestions. No offense. That Uzi is not good, says Doshi. How dare you? Damien says this. The rumors Almir is Oblivion is being revealed, and then an hour later it'll drop. What the frick?
What am I carrying? Oh.
Hinorik with the highlighter message saying, Almir, how are you today? Did Easter celebration party went well? Easter celebration party? I did not attend an Easter celebration party. However, I did eat several eggs. I guess that's a party. For some. Can I get some resting custodies in chat? What the frick? Look at my buddy go and disappear like that.
Or do we want to wait till Almir comes back? Hey. Oh, that'll be too long. Let's just go.
Redux says, but like I told you, Almir, I haven't always will give you credit where it's due, but it comes with the criticism as well. I just want you all to care. Absolutely, dude. Let me tell you, we do care. The development team cares and loves and breathes Payday. And they all want, thank you so much for the game, Nuclear and Fam. Thank you very much, thank you very much. Well done. GG's all around, GG's all around. All right, we got some rewards, I'd love to see it. Nuclear, Yamanu, thank you so much for playing with me today. Thank you so much, thank you so much. Now we shall continue watch me drink, finish my Beppies. I don't like to waste some good Beppies, okay? Captain Hydroda says, team not holding out to make sure everyone makes it, lol. Egor in the YouTube chat saying, Almir Pidoras? What the frick, dude? I've been seeing this comment for years. Not like every stream, but like every few months, there will be a random wanker come into the stream and go, Almir Pidoras. Like, what the frick, dude? Dan ATV says, Mr. Almir, will you play the Oblivion remake? I've been itching to play Oblivion again. If the remake holds, i.e. if internet says certified fresh, absolutely. I will pay that $120 fee or whatever the frick they want for it. Absolutely. But it all depends. I would rather play the original if the remake is only going to piss me off. Almir takes all the beatings so team can do objectives with ease. Indeed, Henrik. Finally a kind heister and also a clever heister who understands exactly how I work. I'm just trying to make sure everyone in my team looks better, you know? I do know what it means, Nico Young. That's why I'm saying it, because it's rude to call someone that, right? Smokin says, hope Ilya is well. Ilya is great, dude. Good friend of mine. We speak on the regular. Ilya is doing great, dude. Almir, I'm hoping that no news is that you guys are surprising us with big content. There we go again, Diligate, with that word, big. What the frick do you mean? Humongous, large? I mean, what is that? 10 heists? What is a big content? Me being quiet on your end because I was too loud for everyone else. Oh man, sorry about that, Nuclear. Benders _ back with that highlighted message saying, do you have any plans to bring back the Hardcore Henry crossover? Perhaps bring back Jimmy? Or can you not say anything about that yet? I would love to bring back Jimmy. I would love to have the Payday Gang visit that collab again, but it is not something that we have announced as of now. All right, fam. That is it for today. Angie Sire says, Almir, we know you're making 50 new heists and are being quiet. Indeed, indeed. Hazard says, any plans on collabing with charity groups again? I've still got my cool wolf mask rumble on. We might. Sebastian is indeed very busy, Nuclear. He is alive and kicking, however. See, Almir, have a good time. Thank you so much, Henrik. Thank you all for tuning in today. Leaving a bit early, but that's how it is sometimes. I'm a busy heister today. I got the shit to do. If there were 50 new heists coming next update, I would straight up apologize for my actions the past few months, says Blue Shell Redux. Indeed, dude. Why do I keep missing the stream? You gotta put on that timer, Diligate. We're here at 4 to 5 p.m. CET every Tuesday to Thursday, and then you also have Hawa streaming Wednesdays from 3 to 4 p.m. CET. Mao, they disabled chat on the Oblivion stream. They do not want that smoke. That does not bode well, smoking. However, I will tune in and see what is up. Thank you so much for tuning in, everyone, today. Higgy, thank you so much for being here always. Hope you have an amazing night. Almir and Starbreeze team, thank you so much. Yannick, all of you, thank you for tuning in. Moomin, see you next stream. Until then, ciao.